Since first taking office as president of Russia in 1999, Vladimir Putin has faced over 40 assassination attempts by various nefarious forces bent on removing him from power. Surviving repeated plots against his life has become an almost routine part of Putin's time as leader of the Russian Federation. The attempts underscore the complex challenges of ensuring presidential security in Russia's tense political climate. Early assassination plots. Putin immediately became a target after his inauguration as president in May 1999. Having ascended from an extensive career in the Committee for State Security, or KGB, Putin took a hardline stance against the powerful Russian mafia that pervaded the country after the fall of communism. In response to his crackdowns, organized crime elements put out a hit on the new president in an attempt to destabilize the government. However, an intricate car bombing scheme targeting Putin's motorcade was uncovered and averted by the Federal Protective Service, or FSO, in 1999, with the would-be assassins arrested. That same year, militants with ties to Chechen rebel groups planned an attack on Putin during a state visit to Uzbekistan. Through intelligence gathering and coordination with local security services, the FSO disrupted the plot and took the conspirators into custody before Putin arrived. The attempts continued in 2000, when Chechen rebels detonated a remote-controlled bomb near Putin's motorcade in Chechnya. Putin escaped unharmed, but several of his security detail were injured in the blast. Then, in 2002, an elaborate poisoning plot was discovered involving tainted jam during a planned hotel breakfast for Putin in Yalta. Swift intervention prevented what could have been a close call. Later, in 2002, snipers were positioned around Moscow's Red Square, with Putin in their crosshairs during a public military parade. However, the FSO learned of the sniper plot and leveraged their surveillance apparatus and personnel to secure the area and eliminate the threat. Additional attempts and close calls. Undeterred by the early failures, Putin's adversaries continued plotting his demise. In 2002, an Iraqi man connected to Chechen rebels prepared an attack on Putin while he was visiting Azerbaijan. Local police arrested the man, confiscating his arsenal and foiling the scheme. That same year, another assassination bid saw a would-be attacker plan to detonate 40 kilograms of explosives on a highway Putin's motorcade was expected to cross. The FSO rerouted Putin's limousine and neutralized the attacker before he could reach the location. While traveling abroad also poses unique risks, the FSO works diligently with foreign intelligence services to address potential threats. In 2003, British anti-terror police arrested 2 men suspected of planning an attack on Putin during his visit to the UK. Russia's security services had caught wind of the plot and notified Britain to initiate the arrests. A year later, Russian authorities uncovered a plot to poison Putin's food during a foreign visit. While details were not publicized, the plot was intercepted before Putin ingested the tainted meal. Near misses in recent attempts. In 2012, Ukrainian security officials arrested several individuals planning to target Putin during an upcoming visit to their country. Information remained sparse, but the arrests were considered a major success. Some conspiracy theories connect the plot to the Maidan revolution that erupted in Ukraine shortly after. Last year, Russian authorities announced the disruption of a terrorist cell plotting to assassinate Putin. 7 members of the neo-Nazi group were arrested and found to be in possession of a wide array of weaponry and explosives. While Putin has emerged unscathed so far, several attempts have come dangerously close to succeeding. But resourcefulness on the part of Putin's security architecture has ensured his longevity, despite perpetual threats to his power. The FSO, rooted in KGB pedigree. At the core of Putin's multi-layered security apparatus is the Federal Protective Service, or FSO. Having evolved from the remnants of the Soviet KGB intelligence agency, the FSO wields significant power and influence. Today, the FSO is responsible for protecting high-ranking government officials, securing essential government infrastructure, and safeguarding classified data. Over the years, the FSO has worked to consolidate various security agencies under its umbrella. This has granted the FSO considerable control over Russia's federal budget and allocation of its resources to security priorities. Under the helm of Viktor Zoltov, the FSO has continued enhancing its capabilities and reach. While exact figures are kept secret, available data suggests the FSO operates on a multi-billion-dollar annual budget to fulfill its objectives. The agency also boasts an estimated workforce of around 50,000 personnel, consisting of intelligence operatives, armed forces, and support staff. Between its pedigree and resources, the FSO represents a security force without rival inside Russia. Putin's private army. However, Vladimir Putin understands that threats often rise from within. As a precaution, he established the National Guard in 2016 as an additional layer reporting directly to him. This sizable paramilitary force numbers over 340,000 troops who swear loyalty only to Putin. Maintaining and deploying the National Guard requires a massive investment, with current annual costs estimated around $2.7 billion. But for Putin, securing these elite forces against domestic threats is well worth the price tag. While not necessarily deployed for his personal protection, the National Guard serves as a formidable deterrent to potential coup attempts from within Russia's own military ranks. Even oligarchs like Yevgeny Prigozhin know attempting to undermine Putin would be futile against the president's expansive resources. The Elite Personal Protection Unit. But when bullets start flying, Putin entrusts his life to a small detachment of elite bodyguards known as the Presidential Security Service. A specialized unit within the FSO, the PSS comprises some 2,500 personnel in total. The inner core are the personal bodyguards, dubbed the Musketeers, that accompany Putin in public. Handpicked for skills like weapon proficiency, hand-to-hand combat, nerves of steel, and intelligence analysis, these agents have a mandate to neutralize threats with lethal force if necessary. They must also meet stringent physical requirements, stand between 5'7" and 6'2", and maintain peak conditioning. Fluency in over 5 languages, understanding of geopolitics, and intelligence backgrounds are also required. More psychologists than ex-police officers fill the rank, as apprehension tactics could inhibit quick action to eliminate direct threats. On duty, the bodyguards wear tailored suits and carry distinctive black leather briefcases that double as bulletproof shields, rated to stop medium-caliber weapons. Their standard firearms include Russian-made Gurkha pistols loaded with armor-piercing bullets. Supporting the bodyguards are additional units providing perimeter security, snipers, surveillance, route planning, and contingency response. Every facet of the PSS is designed to deter, detect, and defeat threats before harm can reach the president. No detail is overlooked when building a wall around Putin. Motorcades like military parades. When traveling domestically, the FSO and PSS implement exhaustive measures to lock down routes and secure transportation. Putin's motorcades resemble small military parades, with numerous armored vehicles filled with heavily armed special forces units. Snipers are positioned along the route, while perimeter security units saturate the area to intercept any emerging threats. No doubt the sight serves as a reminder of the government's might. Putin's security forces have successfully foiled over 40 plots against his life, but the threats continue facing Russia's controversial leader. Now, let's peek into the ultra-luxurious $20 billion lifestyle of Prince Putin, from private jets to mega yachts, uncovering the excessive opulence one billionaire Saudi prince enjoys. Don't miss our next video, revealing the secrets of Putin's decadent world, unknown to most.